Daska, Pakistan. Akatasabay, a town shrouded in fear, a family shattered by an unspeakable act. Zara Qadir, a young pregnant woman, was brutally murdered in her own home. Her life, full of promise and anticipation, was extinguished. Her attackers, driven by a chilling blend of superstition and envy, suffocated her with a pillow. They burned her face, an attempt to erase her identity, to silence her forever. Her body, broken and desecrated, was discarded in a drain, stuffed into 3 separate sacks. The news spread like wildfire, igniting outrage and disbelief. Zara, the daughter of a police officer, had only recently returned from Saudi Arabia. She was preparing to welcome her child into the world, a world that had turned against her in the most horrific way. Her murder stands as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of women, the deep-rooted misogyny that permeates some societies. It is a chilling testament to the dark side of human nature, where envy and suspicion can mutate into unimaginable violence. The brutality of the crime sent shockwaves through the community and beyond. It forced people to confront the uncomfortable reality that such horrors can occur even within the supposed safety of one's own home. The question on everyone's lips, how could this happen? The investigation pointed towards a sinister motive, a toxic cocktail of jealousy and blind faith. The prime suspects, Zara's own family, her mother-in-law, Sughran Bibi, driven by resentment and fueled by age-old superstitions, emerged as the alleged mastermind. Her daughter Yasmin, grandson Hamza, and a distant relative, Navid, were also implicated in the heinous act. The family, it seems, harbored a deep-seated resentment towards Zara. Her husband had begun sending money directly to her, not in his mother account. This financial independence, this assertion of agency, angered Sughran. Whispers of witchcraft began to circulate, fanning the flames of suspicion and hatred. Zara, they claimed, had bewitched her husband, manipulating him for her own gain. These accusations, baseless and fueled by ignorance, transformed Zara from a beloved wife and daughter into a scapegoat, a target for their twisted rage. The family, consumed by their own warped sense of justice, decided to take matters into their own hands. Under the weight of mounting evidence, the family confessed to the crime. They were arrested, their faces plastered across news channels, their names synonymous with barbarity. The case sent shockwaves through Pakistan, exposing the dark underbelly of a society grappling with extremism and violence against women. The police, under immense pressure to deliver justice, meticulously gathered evidence. Witness testimonies, forensic reports, and the suspect's own confessions painted a gruesome picture of the crime. The case, however, is far from closed. The trial continues, a slow and arduous process, a test of the nation's judicial system. Will justice be served? Will Zara and her unborn child finally find peace? The nation holds its breath, waiting, hoping for a verdict that sends a clear message that such acts of barbarity will not be tolerated. Section 4. Trapped. A nation grappling with domestic violence. Zara's murder is not an isolated incident. It is a chilling symptom of a much larger disease plaguing Pakistan domestic violence. Every year, countless women suffer in silence, trapped in abusive relationships, terrorized by those who are supposed to love and protect them. Cultural norms, often steeped in patriarchal values, create an environment where women are seen as subservient, their voices stifled, their rights trampled upon. The law, while existing on paper, often fails to protect them. Fear of reprisal, social stigma, and a lack of support systems force many women to endure the abuse in silence. Zara's case has brought this issue to the forefront, sparking a national conversation. People are beginning to question the deep-rooted misogyny that permeates their society, the cultural norms that perpetuate violence against women. Section 5: Breaking the Silence, Seeking Justice. Zara's death, as horrific as it was, has ignited a spark of change. Her story, a tragic echo of countless other untold stories, has resonated with people across the country. There is a growing demand for stricter laws, for swifter justice, and for a societal shift that empowers and protects women. Organizations are working tirelessly to raise awareness about domestic violence, to provide support and shelter to victims, and to advocate for legal reforms. The media, once hesitant to tackle such a sensitive issue, is now shining a light on the pervasiveness of the problem. The fight for justice for Zara is a fight for all women in Pakistan. It is a fight to break the cycle of violence, to challenge harmful cultural norms, and to create a society where women are valued, respected, and safe. Zara's legacy, though born out of tragedy, may yet be one of hope and change.